Leadership is exhausting when you are trying to do it all yourself. So the key to being a sane and happy leader is to make more leaders. If you're in a leadership role now, it's probably because someone saw potential in you and invited you to step into that position. Usually that's how it happens. There was an opening on a committee at your firm, or your practice group leader was stepping down and looking for a replacement, or you were invited to run for president of your local bar association. So there's an opening, and then the powers that be looked around for good prospects and identified you. But there's also another level of creating leaders which people rarely think about. Even if you're not inviting people to step into a specific role, you can still invite them to act like leaders. Many people have ideas or initiatives that they wish to pursue, but they worry that it's not their place or they don't want to step on any toes, so they stay quiet, keep their heads down. However, encouraging those people to act like leaders has the potential to make your life much easier. In the short term, those people could take on some of the projects that you don't have time for, and this could also help you to identify good prospects when an official leadership role does become available. The key is to plant seeds in people's minds. For one associate who tends to be quiet, you might say, "I can tell you have a lot of insight. I'd like to hear more from you in meetings." For another associate who manages her workload unusually well, you could encourage her to support and mentor someone else who's struggling. When a partner gripes about a problem, you could ask what they would do about it and encourage them to come up with a plan. There are numerous ways to plant seeds so that the people around you start thinking and acting more like leaders. The great thing about planting seeds as a leadership skill is that it only takes a moment. Often, a quick comment is sufficient, or maybe a 5-minute conversation at most. It doesn't take a lot of your time, but once it has been planted, it grows. The seed analogy really is appropriate here. Not every seed will grow, but many will. That person's mind will run with the idea that you planted. They will weigh options, think through scenarios, and fantasize about successes. Then some of those people will step into the opportunities you presented. Plus, it's a compliment to tell someone that you see them as a leader. It makes them feel valued and respected, which of course helps them to stay engaged and motivated. So it really is a win-win, regardless of whether they decide to actually pursue the opportunity.